Chapter 16 The Ferret, the 5th of March 2019, 9:40 a.m. The New York Times office block on 8th Avenue is massive. I'm sat opposite in a chicken house with a bucket of coffee and a donut, looking up and trying to formulate a plan. I can't just go in there without one. What would they say? What would they think? Who would I ask for? And then it struck me. I needed some kind of in. Who do I know that could open doors and get me past the security? My old friend Steve Little, of course. We haven't spoken since before Christmas, but that doesn't matter. We are due a catch-up. I'll give him a call, Mr. Diary. 9:55 a.m. This could work, Mr. Diary. For the record, Steve and I went to secondary school together, and we have remained good friends ever since, even if we go months without seeing each other or keeping in touch. I'd been meaning to give him a call to arrange a meet-up for a drink, but I didn't think I'd be calling him under these circumstances. I feel a bit bad just calling to ask a favour, but he is my best chance. You see, Mr. Diary, Steve works for the Manchester Evening News. I'll try him now. 10:10 a.m. Now I feel doubly bad. When he answered, I suddenly realised it was 5 a.m. in the UK. He was not too pleased at first. Our conversation went something like this. Me. Hello, mate. Long time no speak. Him. Are you drunk? Me. No. Why? Him. It's 5 o'clock in the beep 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 morning. Me. Oh God, I forgot about that. I'm in New York. Him. Good for you. Did I need to know that right now? Me. Sorry, Steve. I need a favour. Are you still working for the MEN? Him. Yes. Why? Me. I'm working on a case over here, and I need your help urgently. Him. What help could I possibly be at this time of the morning? I went on to explain to him what I was doing there. I explained that time was of the essence, and I needed to get to speak with someone with clout in the New York Times offices. Steve knew that I was a private investigator. He had even helped me on a case or two in the past. He enjoyed the thrill of the chase, I suppose. I was hoping he would enjoy this one too, but his enthusiasm wasn't noticeable at this point. But I just put that down to the time of day. Him. It's 5 o'clock in the bloody morning. Did I mention that? Me. I know, bud. I owe you for this. Do you think you could help me? Him. I only work in the offices, pen pushing and playing Minecraft when the boss isn't watching. I'm no journalist. Me. I know that, but they don't. Will you call them and pretend you are one? All you need to do is get me in the building. I will do the rest from there. Just tell them you need a favour. One paper to another, journalist to journalist. Say you've sent a guy to New York to do some research about a story about Norman Templeton and his links to Manchester. Him. Does he have links to Manchester? Me. God knows. I wouldn't have thought so, but they don't need to know that. Tell them we just need a bit of inside information about him from when he worked at the Times. I know you. You could bullshit for England. Him. Thanks for the compliment, mate. When do you want me to do it? Me. Right now. Him. No pressure then. Me. The clock's ticking, mate. I'm in a cafe opposite the building. Will you call them and give me a call back as soon as you can? Him. Yeah, go on then. It'll be a giggle. Have I got time for a coffee? Me. Boil the kettle while you're phoning. Him. Yes, boss. Me. Will you call me back as soon as you've spoken to them? Him. I will. Me. Don't fall asleep on me, Steve. Him. I won't. I'm on the case. Steve Little, investigative journalist at your service. They don't need to know that I'm sat on my bed in just my boxers, do they? I expect a handsome reward for this, Paul. Me. If you get me in there, you won't buy another drink this year. Him. Onto it. Let me get the story straight in my head and compose myself, and I'll call them. I'll call you back and let you know what they say. Me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Him. Now piss off. I'll call you back soon. Me. Good luck, mate. Him. Luck? Who needs luck? I was born for this kind of thing. I could tell he had got over the initial shock of the early morning wake-up call. His enthusiasm and positivity had returned. I told him what I knew about Norman Templeton, which, to be fair, wasn't a great deal. This was going to require a great deal of bluff and bravado, but there was no better person for the job than Steve. If anyone could pull this off, he could. I had another bite of my doughnut and looked up again at the sheer magnitude of the place. Surely there was someone in there willing to talk to me. Now I just had to sit back and wait for Steve to call. 11:15 a.m. Just off the phone to Steve. The man is a bloody genius. I just hope the New York Times aren't running an identity check on him. He really does work for the MEN, but certainly not in a position of clout or authority. He must have convinced someone that he does, though. He was bubbling over with excitement when he called me back. He said, "You're in there, matey. I've arranged for you to speak with a certain Michelle Goldberg. She's in the building today and happy to give you some of her time. She's a column writer for the Times and runs her own blog." Sounded very nice, too. Me. How did you manage to speak to her? Him. The Manchester Evening News must have a better reputation than we both thought. I spoke to a lady on reception, and she said she would pass me on to someone who might be able to help. I was then connected to this Michelle. I asked if she would meet you with a story we are working on regarding Norman Templeton, and she said just to ask for her when you came in. Just say who you are and what you're visiting, who you're visiting, and get to the front desk, and that's that. Me. Steve, you're a bloody saviour. I could kiss you. Him. I know I am. And no, you can't kiss me. Try that, even from a distance. I'll call back and tell them the truth. Me. Okay, okay, I'll stick to getting your drinks on my return. I'll let you know what she says. Him. Not for a few hours you won't. I'm going back to sleep. Now good luck, God bless, and piss off. Me. Will do. Thanks once again, matey. Him. Anytime. Cheerio. Night night. I thought it best not to rush straight over there. I'll give it half an hour or so and compose myself. I wouldn't imagine she would know of Mr. Templeton, and certainly not the article in question, but hopefully she would have access to the computer records and archive system, or at least know someone who would. I took the opportunity to check her up on the internet. An author and blogger who joined the New York Times in 2017. Michelle Goldberg is very popular on social media, and a lady very much in demand. She had quite the profile, and thanks to a cheeky call by an old friend with more balls than Wimbledon, I was going to meet her. If I strayed too far from the truth, she would smell a rat. In this case, the truth is stranger than fiction. I needed to know why Mr. Templeton had wanted to run that story. Did he know them? Was there any follow-up? I shall update you again after I speak with Mrs. Goldberg, Mr. Diary. And a note for Steve. Don't let him buy another drink this year.